I have 45 minutes of film right now, so I'm just gonna like part through everything. I haven't filmed for like 2 weeks, so I'm a little bit awkward to be in front of camera looking at myself talking. But today is January 2nd, and it's about the time to do media reset. I personally do not like the idea of a reset, but I would say it's more of a momentum check because a lot of things happened and now I really can feel that I'm about to open up a new chapter. So before I actually open up a new chapter, I just wanted to pause, sit down and have a conversation with myself and also open up to you guys as well. So here I am. So for this video, I made 5 sections. Where I am now, what matters, reality check, tough love version, and another reality check, soft love version, and the last one, momentum plan, which is basically a plan for the next half of a year. I think for the media reset, I saw a lot of people checking the plans that they made in the beginning of the year, but I do not make plans in the beginning of the year. I never like plan new year because my life doesn't really go according to calendar year. So I didn't make any plans, but I set my intention and I had just a brief idea of what will happen in 2025. But instead I have some questions that I want to ask myself to reset. First question, where I am now. What were my top 3 goals at the start of this year? Well, actually, this question is really hard because I didn't set like 3 goals at the beginning of the year. I just set only my intention. I mean, in the beginning of this year, I was going through the worst breakup and I was figuring out my family dynamic as well. So I guess in the beginning of this year, I did not have a goal, to be completely honest. I just wanted to adjust well in this new company and I wanted to go through well the breakup that I was going through, and that was it. What habits or patterns have quietly drained my energy? Nothing really drained my energy. If I didn't start my psych maths journey, probably I would have said avoiding psych maths would have drained my energy. But this year, no, well, actually at the end of last year, I started my psych maths journey and that has been very fulfilling and I've learned a lot. So nothing has been really draining my energy, to be completely honest. And next question, which of those am I on track with and which have I completely abandoned and why? I'm on track with my academics. I'm very proud of myself and also 2026 cycle application. I've already reached out to a lot of professors and I'm waiting for them to get back to me. I'm pretty much on track with that, which I'm really proud of. You know, that's one thing, like we should normalize saying that we're proud of ourselves and proud of the process. Which have I completely abandoned? My workout plan. I do work out, I still do work out, but not as frequent as I used to do and not as intense as I used to do. I need to get back on it. Absolutely. And just putting all together, I think I'm pretty much on track. Right now, I'm pretty good, like mentally, physically. I think I'm pretty good except for the fact that I've been skipping my workout plan a lot. I need to get back on it. Well, actually, this morning I went to the gym. I'm really proud of myself for doing that. And you know what? Actually, not dating helped me a lot. Going on meaningless dates. I mean, I don't want to say like all those times that I spent with my ex dates were meaningless, but still like not going on dates, that helped me a lot. That gave me a lot of free time to work on my academics and I really like it actually. And being on psych maths, like at first I really hesitated to be on psych maths because you know all the like social stigma, like definitely that was one of the reasons. And actually when I was first recommended to take psych maths was in college, second year, but I ran away. I chickened out basically. But last summer, I reached a point where I was like, this is not okay. I should just do something. So I went to psychiatrist's office and now I'm on psych meds. There has been a lot of like ups and downs, definitely. Like we changed the meds, we added meds, we dropped some of them. we changes like dose, things like that. It was not easy, definitely, because like whenever you're changing psych meds and your hormone level is like, it goes crazy, and I went through all that. But I think now we found the right dose, right medication that actually works for me. I'm still discussing with my psychiatrist about my official diagnosis, because there are so many like underlying factors that we need to take into consideration, and it's not easy. But I feel good in this process. I think that's where I am right now. I'm on track. It's not like rainbow and sunshine, but I'm on track, I'm grateful, and I'm still here. We're gonna move on to the next category, which is what matters. Sometimes when you feel like you're lost, it's really important to revisit your priorities and where you are. And that way you are looking at the right direction, running towards the right direction. So that's why I made this category here. The first question is, if I had to cut 50% of my to-do list for the rest of the year, what would I keep? Right now, I think I only have essential things. Workout is very important, psych meds, mental health journey. But if I were to add something, I would definitely add more time, more quality time with my friends. I mean, everyone is really busy, and like even if we try to do something, it's really hard to gather everyone. Also, YouTube, like this hobby, it's rejuvenating. I really like having a YouTube channel and talking to you guys. Even like talking to myself, this really helps to organize my thoughts, and documenting myself in my mid-20s. I love it. Second question is, what's a priority I've been chasing that no longer aligns with who I'm becoming? This actually, this really gets me thinking, because I want to be a young mom. I always wanted to have my own family, have my kids, be a mom, and that's when I had a boyfriend. But now, not really. I sometimes think marriage might not be a part of my life. I'm not saying I'll never get married, but I think the way I think about marriage, the way I think about finding my person has changed a lot. Back then, I really wanted to find my person. I really wanted to find my family, because I think underlying reason was that I was lonely, and I never had a good relationship with my family. And I thought, since I'm working on my childhood trauma, working on things that I've been neglecting, maybe I'm ready to have my own family, and I can feel at ease finally. But I've realized, even if you have your person, even if you create your own family, if you cannot find home with yourself, it's not gonna happen. And I'm relearning to be okay, to be myself. I never felt like very lonely. I was never desperate to find my own person. Like dating was never my priority, but as time goes, as I'm entering different stages in life, I think I'm always relearning things, relearning how to be okay when I'm being myself, how to make friends, how to, interact with others. And as a part of it, I'm relearning how to be okay by myself, and that really changes the way I think about home, family, where I belong, my community. I don't have an answer to this right now, but I can say that I'm in my own journey to find the definition of my home. So going back to the question, that idea of becoming young mom and finding my person doesn't really align with my current value. And back then, I was being chased, it felt like. No one was chasing me. No one, like nothing was behind me chasing, like hunting me down. But I think I was not allowing myself to take a break. I just couldn't grasp the idea that there's no like timeline I need to meet. This is life, this is long marathon. But now I think I start to embody that idea a little more, understand that every day count. It's not only about my long-term goal, it's not only about my next 5 years, it's about today, it's about this moment. I think that is one of the things that has changed for the past couple of months, and I'm really glad that this change happened. Next question is, what do I want to feel like on December 1st when I look back on this year? I want to feel fulfilled. I want to be proud of myself. Learning how to live with my diagnosis, taking pills, opening up to others, living with others, building a community. I want to be proud of myself for rebuilding my identity, dismantling my worldview, meeting new people, eating new food, hearing others out, meeting new perspectives. I want to constantly build a new self. And by the end of this year, I want to look back and think, I actually did that. I am a very different person from who I was in the beginning of this year. And hopefully, I finished applying to grad school, and I feel hopeful about my PhD application. That will be one of the most important things, definitely. And honestly, I'm really curious. Honestly, I'm really curious how I would feel about my family, because as I mentioned in my previous videos multiple times, I mean, I cannot hide it. So I do not have the best relationship with my family, and I'm moving out this summer, so I don't know what my relationship is going to be like with my family. My definition of family might change as well. And towards the end of this year, I'll ask myself the same question, and let's see how my perception on family, home, my identity change. And the last question in this category is, what's one thing I keep telling myself I'll do later that I need to start this month? Working out more. I need a better workout plan. It's not that I need a better workout plan, I need to work out more. Very simple. Which daily/weekly habits are building the person I want to become? Studying before and after my 9 to 5. Definitely. I really love taking these classes. I recently started taking clinical psychopharmacology class. I love it. I love it. You know, I'm very interested in non-traditional way of intervention, like a psycho-intervention, like art therapy, psychedelic assisted therapy for CPTSD. And this class is helping me a lot. I'm very excited for it. But going back to the question, the habit that is helping me to be a person I want to become, definitely studying before and after the class. Also, like, I would give some credit to this YouTube channel as well, because I love documenting myself every step of this journey, and I'm really grateful for everyone, you guys watching this. If you made it till this point of this video, please leave. Okay, let's be a little like YouTuber for a second. If you made it till here, why don't you leave your favorite emoji in the comment? And next question, which ones are quietly sabotaging me? Not working out? Thinking about my ex? Girl, stop. Stop. And the third question is, where am I overcomplicating things that should be simple? Moving out. Absolutely, moving out. It doesn't have to be this complicated. I think it would have been a little easier if I had a better relationship with my family, but I don't. So I think I'm overcomplicating things a little bit. It's not about like logistics. It's more about like emotional aspect of it. What's one habit or boundary I need to set to protect my peace and momentum? Actually, studying really helps me to keep my peace, but since we talked about it too much, I'll shift my focus a little bit. I would say YouTube. Documenting every step of this process and being honest with myself and with you guys, this really helps me to check my reality. When you start sharing your channel with people you actually know in like real life, That's really interesting thing, because like there are things that we feel comfortable sharing with the people on the internet. We don't even know them, and they're just anonymous people on the other side of the screen. But we do feel comfortable doing that, but we don't feel comfortable sharing things with people who we actually interact in person on day-to-day basis. And I recently realized that sharing my YouTube channel with people, I'm not saying everyone, but sharing my YouTube channel with people that I'm not really close with but know in person, kind of stops me from sharing things on my YouTube channel. And I do not like that, because I want to be really honest and I want to be genuine on this channel. And if something is popping up in my head, I do want to share. I'm mentioning this because in the past there were some moments I was like, should I talk about this? Should I not talk about this? Because like if I were to have a conversation with this person in person, I wouldn't have shared this. Not that I'm saying I'm not grateful for everyone who's subscribed to my channel and watch my video, but you know what I mean? Like, I know my thoughts are very disorganized, but I hope you get it. I know like I've been like mumbling, jumbling, whatever, but the baseline, the bottom line is I want to be as genuine, as honest as possible in this channel, and that is something that I'm trying to keep to protect my peace and momentum. Next question, where have I proven myself I'm stronger, smarter, or more capable than I believe in January? I think I'm proving every day. Maybe I should make this content when I'm at my low, because right now I'm pretty good. Like, I'm very confident, I am proud of myself, so I'm answering these questions with confidence. But I'm curious how I would answer these questions when I'm in a depressive episode, whatever. Well, the fact that I am registered in this post-bac psychology program, that means a lot to me, because I never thought I would study psychology, and like now I'm on this track to be a clinical psychologist, and I'm very determined to do this. And now I'm brave enough to say I want to be a researcher, because like back then I was not brave enough to say that. I did not believe in myself that I could even just dream of it. But now I'm not just dreaming of it, I'm working on it, and I'm very proud of myself of doing that. And every step of it is just me proving to myself, like I don't care about what others think, I'm just proving to myself that I'm stronger, I'm resilient, and I got this. Also learning to live with mental illness that stemmed from my childhood trauma, that really taught me that I'm resilient and I'm strong. Because childhood trauma is not something that I gave it to myself. It just happened to me when I was a kid. But as an adult, I'm in like full responsibility to take care of myself, and I take an initiative. I'm being proactive in treating myself, curing myself, going to a psychiatric office and doing like self-therapy, self inner work, deep shadow work. I'm really proud of myself for doing that, and doing like going through all this without family support, that shows strength, and I'm really proud of myself. And also volunteering as a crisis counselor at this crisis text line, I'm very proud of myself of doing that, because like a year ago, even just like a couple of months ago, I never imagined myself of doing that. But now I'm doing it, and doing it every week. I'm talking to people who have negative thoughts about themselves. I'm validating their emotions. I'm really proud of myself. What part of myself have I been too scared to fully express this year? I wouldn't say this year, but up until this point, I think I was scared to say I want to do research. Because like nobody in my family went to grad school. Nobody in my family has a PhD. I think I meet that standard of like being called first gen college student. Like having that background, I was never brave enough to say I want to go to grad school. I always knew that I want to go further. Like I want to excel in this like academia, but I always doubting myself. Am I smart enough? Am I intelligent enough to do this? But As I go through this journey more and more, I'm realizing this is not really about how smart you are. This is not really about the intelligence that you were born with. It's about resilience. It's about your willpower. It's really about how determined you are to be on this path. And I know I'm very determined. I have a reason. I really want this. I guess being honest with what I want to do is something that I was not able to do up until this point, and now I'm doing it. I'm very proud of myself. I'm just keep saying this, that I'm proud of myself. I think that is a part of myself that I've been scared of to fully express myself, that I love studying, I love doing research, I like writing, reading. I'm a proud nerd. Okay, I did not have the time to answer the last question, so I went to work. Now I'm in my lunch break. Let's wrap up. Let's answer the last questions. When I first came up with this category, I titled it as like reset plan and things like that, but I don't like the idea of a reset because I'm not resetting anything. I'm just like keep going. I'm using this momentum to move forward. So I retitled it as momentum plan. And under the momentum plan, I have 4 questions. The first one is, what are my non-negotiable top 3 priorities for the next 6 months? For this one, I had to think about it for some time, but the first one is definitely my academics. That is one of the most important things for me right now. And secondly, making routine in a new environment. So this summer, I'm planning to move out. I'm having my own apartment and I'm moving to a new city. Routine is very important for me. When I have my routine checked, I feel very peaceful. So that would be one of the top priorities that I will have for the next 6 months. I am going to establish my morning routine, night routine, just like everyday routine in a new environment. Lastly, one of the most important thing, I mean, all 3 are very important, but this one is very important. No drama. I do not want any drama. I mean, I am not a dramatic person in general, and I do not have a lot of drama going on in my life because I do my best to avoid it. But this is a very crucial point in my life, and right now it's time to lock in, and I do not need any drama. No unnecessary dating, no friendship drama, no family drama. I'm not going to just like avoid it because like if I have to face it, I will face it. I will say what I will have to say, but no drama. That is very important. What's the first small action I can take today to realign with those? So those as in the 3 things that I just mentioned, my priorities for the next 6 months. Currently it's like 4:30, almost half of the day is gone, but this morning I went to the gym. That aligns with my no drama rule because when your body is healthy, your mental is healthy, and that leads to no drama. So I guess that counts. I went to the gym this morning. I worked hard, and also before going to work, I came to work early so I can study before I clock in. And the next question, 3rd question, is what am I excited about right now, even if it doesn't make sense? The important thing here is, even if it doesn't make sense, right? That I will get into my dream PhD program and that I will be studying with a professor that I really look up to. I know by this year I'm going to be a little more mature, a little more wiser, full of love, kindness. I'm really looking forward to my future. And not to forget, my brain will be filled with psychology knowledge, and I'm really excited about that. And the last question of today is, if I could start tomorrow as a completely unbeatable version of myself, what's one thing I'd stop doing immediately? Honestly, the first thing comes to my mind is stop eating fast food. But I just had a fast food as my lunch, so but I'll stop eating fast food. Well, condition though, I will stop eating fast food once I move out. Because right now in my living environment, it's a little hard to use kitchen. So once I move out, I will not be eating fast food. I will not be eating out as frequent as I do right now. I'll be cooking, I'll be meal prepping, and be the best version of myself. So wrapping it up, putting it all together, I think I'm doing great. I'm proud of myself. Ow! I think I am on track I am running towards the goal that I really want to achieve, becoming a clinical psychologist. And every day I'm grateful. I'm not satisfied yet. I'm still running towards my goal, but I am content every day. I think I'm doing okay. It is a possibility that I might collapse again, but I know I'm gonna get back up. I think this is like resilience and not collapsing, but it's more so knowing that I might collapse again, but I know I'm gonna get back up again. That is what's really important. Just believing that I can do stuff for myself. Self-efficacy, I think that's what's really important. Um, and it was really fun to answer these questions to mid-year momentum check. I don't want to say reset. So I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And if you guys are doing it yourself, please comment down below how it went. And because I always want to get to know you guys. I don't know how to wrap this up. Bye.